good afternoon. No, good morning. Good morning and welcome to you all. Welcome friends and family joining online. Thanks for being here today as we recognize and honor the achievement represented in this singular moment. Thanks to Bonnie Gordon and John Durth, two of our celebrated faculty. For bringing us the pre-ceremony music, and especially welcome to the class of 2025. So it's our tradition to begin by the faculty introducing themselves. I'm Ted Coffey. I'm the chair and professor in the program in composition and computer technologies. I teach a variety of courses, such as poetics of recording and production, electronic music aesthetics, multimedia coding, songwriting, and other things. I'm going to try to not make too much clatter and pass the mic to my colleagues.
Good afternoon. My name is Pamela Beasley. I teach voice and voice-related subjects, and I'm delighted to be here to celebrate this great class.
Good morning, everybody. Michael Slon. I'm a conductor, professor, and director of choral music, so that means I lead the university singers, the chamber singers, and it's all of our honors to work with these wonderful students, so congrats to everybody.
Hello, I'm Adam Carter. I teach cello and chamber music and musicianship class.
Hello, my name is Michael Puri. I teach music theory and history.
Hi, I'm Fred Moss. I teach music theory and I teach special topics courses on things like meditation and embodiment and sexuality and disability. And I'm the director of undergraduate programs, so you'll hear more from me later.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Bertner and I teach in the composition and computer technology suite of classes.
Ben Rouse, Basic Music Skills, Symphonic Listening, Orchestration 1 and 2, and Charlottesville Symphony. Congratulations to our graduates.
Jovia Armstrong. I teach also in the composition and computer technology program. I teach classes anywhere from about Motown and time travel composition and some other weird title classes.
I'm Bonnie Gordon. I teach music history and co-direct the Sound Justice Lab.
Good morning, I'm Nomi Dave. I teach music ethnography, the sound of film, and audio justice, and co-director of the Sound Justice Lab, and congratulations to the class of 25.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Elliot Tackett. I'm the director of bands here at UVA. I direct the University of Virginia Wind Ensemble, the Cavalier Marching Band, and co-teach the athletic band, and also teach a class called Creative Discovery and Recovery. Congratulations to the class of 2025.
Good morning everyone, Noel Lovely. I teach courses around sound studies, listening, curating sound, and electronic music in Africa. And thanks all to being here. Congratulations everyone.
Hi, I'm Luke Dahl. I'm in composition and computer technologies. I teach a large lecture course called Technosonics. I don't know if any of you found your way into the music department through there, but I'm glad to hear about that. And I also teach classes on understanding the tools that we use, the digital and analog tools that we use in our music making.
Hello everyone, my name is Yijen Fang. I'm the percussion teacher here, so I direct the percussion ensemble and play in the symphony and also work with the band.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Sulik. I teach flute here, so I teach private flute lessons, coach flute chamber music, play in the symphony, and I'm currently serving as the director of performance.
Check. Good. So because we have such a graduation that has kind of an intimate scale, which is really excellent, we're going to get to hear the words of our grads in a moment of your graduating students. So my remarks will be brief, and always be fearful of someone who says that. So in thinking about what to say, I made a list of what makes music valuable and distinct from other things, why someone would want to study and develop practices around music, and how it is that majoring in music gives witness to the supreme mightiness of music majors, which it does. It was a long list, and it's too long to go through everything. So I'm going to focus on 3 things, third folded into the first 2. So these are doing something as an end in itself, emphasizing the whole over the parts, and investing in a place of refuge, a source of strength and resilience, shelter from the storm. So first, end in itselfism. Not that music isn't entangled with markets and cultural capital and can't be deployed to manipulate people's emotions in Marvel films, for example. But inside it, looking out from within, it's kind of not that. It feels like a distinct register of meaning making, at once physical and embodied, and uniquely abstract, and also uniquely fulfilling. Basically, for those who are into music, it's something we would do anyway. Maybe even something we feel we have to do. Maybe because within ourselves, time passes wonderfully when we play or listen to or compose music, or sing music. Maybe because we get into a flow state and feel a kind of unity with the present moment. We come to, and we have the idea we've encountered something wholesome and beautiful. Maybe there's a moment where we feel connected to the whole universe. We feel well, so music is a place of refuge, a source of strength and resilience, shelter from the storm. So that part's pitched at our individual relations to musical practice. So to emphasizing the whole over the parts, this would be about collaboration and community. One of the reasons music is the absolute best, not that it's a competition, but it is, and we won, is that it's profoundly collaborative. Whether we're learning an instrument one-on-one with an astonishingly dedicated teacher, astonishingly dedicated teachers here, a teacher mentor, or we're making music an ensemble, working together to put on a concert, or working together to understand music, how to listen to it, how to hear it, how it's made, how to make it. We're thinking together on how music is woven through society and through the world. In all these activities, we tend toward common purposes. We're working together to land something, as in to land a fish, to land something that's well-wrought and coherent, or if you prefer, purposely incoherent, but purposefully incoherent. Something that swings, even as it affirms our value, the value of individual expression. Music emphasizes the whole. This could be our communities at whatever scale: power trio, symphony, a choir, marching band. Oh, not there. Marching band. Anna. A place of refuge, a source of strength and resilience, shelter from the storm, as useful now as ever. Maybe not more useful now than ever, but definitely an unexcelled moment for that source of strength. Doing things as ends in themselves, and the skills and sensibilities we develop through musical collaboration are broadly applicable to other areas in life. It's just that music is more supremely mighty. So that's that. The next person you'll hear from is Matthew Bertner, who is the Director of Graduate Studies.
Thank you, Ted, for those beautiful comments. So I have the pleasure of introducing the graduating students today who are earning the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy in Music. And there are 4 of them graduating today, and one of them is able to be here. But we have 2 tracks in our PhD program in music. We're very proud of our PhD program in addition to our undergraduate major. And one is in composition and computer technologies, and one is in critical studies of music and sound. And each of the students in these programs is pursuing a unique path of discovery, and they're working to create new knowledge in the field of music. And so the students graduating today have accomplished that goal. They produced a dissertation of singular research that adds important knowledge to the field of music. The music majors and the parents probably already know how impactful the graduate students are for the undergraduate degree in music. We really couldn't offer the high level of education at UVA that we do without their efforts. They teach the sections in our large lecture classes, they teach labs for our technology classes, they teach theory, musicianship, and other specialized courses. And in many ways, they serve as essential educators for the undergraduate music majors and many other students at UVA. So we'll celebrate their unique research today, and even though they've achieved the highest level of the degree in this field, we all know that learning happens throughout life. And we faculty look forward to learning from them as they take music into the future, and undoubtedly they will also continue to learn and develop. In a time-honored medieval tradition, the new PhD receives a hood. So this is the hood. And I think it was designed to keep people stylishly warm in the medieval libraries that were drafty and damp, right? So you'd have this hood now that you finished your advanced research, you would earn this hood. So it may seem unnecessary today in Virginia, in this heat, to have such a hood, but if you visit the music library stacks, it can get pretty chilly down there with the air conditioning, so this might come in handy. So I'll read the names of the graduating PhD students and say a few words, and then we will hood Matias, who's here. We'll do that. Ready? Okay. So the first one is Tim Booth. Tim Booth wrote a dissertation called Making Conversation Soundscapes, the Musical Ethnography of a New Zealand Forestry Sanctuary. And Tim's advisor was Michelle Kisliak. Tim is happily employed in the nature conservation sector in New Zealand and sends his best wishes from the far side of the planet today to us. Dr. Booth's dissertation addresses nature conservation work undertaken by volunteers at a New Zealand forestry sanctuary called Bushy Park, Tarapuruki. He adopts the Royal Forest and Bird Society's slogan, "Giving Nature a Voice," and he develops this into a deep framework of conservation and sound. Congratulations. Sam Golter created the dissertation called Composing the White Imaginary, Social Darwinism, Eugenics, Anglo-Saxonism, and Confederate Nostalgia in the American Music Department, 1880s to 1940s. And Sam's dissertation advisor is Bonnie Gordon. Dr. Golter's dissertation explores the relationship between university music studies and white supremacy in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, taking 3 case studies to analyze the role music education played in segregation and racism. So congratulations, Dr. Okay. The third one is Daniel Alexander Fishkin, who wrote a dissertation called The Kerf of Sound. and I was his advisor for this dissertation project. Dr. Fishkin recently accepted a position as assistant professor of music industry and production in the School of Contemporary Arts at Ramapo College of New Jersey. That's a big announcement, happened the same week that he defended the dissertation, which is amazing. His dissertation explores the kerf, which is the gap left by a cut in wood, as a metaphor for an instrumental absence that yields new musical instruments, compositional approaches, and phenomenological discoveries. The dissertation includes a body of creative work that spans original films, new instruments, compositions, and scholarships. So congratulations, David. And last, finally, we have Matias Andreas Vilaplana starred here to be hooded. So Matias created the dissertation developing a musical practice in XR, music composition, performance, and improvisation along the virtual continuum. And he was advised by Luke Dahl, who will come forward and hood him in a minute. So Dr. Vilaplana-Stark's dissertation offers a historical overview of the emerging field of extended reality, or XR, focusing on new immersive performance systems. The dissertation includes a portfolio of immersive musical performance systems and pieces. We're so pleased that Matias will not be leaving UVA, but will instead be continuing on here as a Jefferson postdoctoral fellow and teaching for the engagements programs at UVA. Congratulations. We'll invite Fred Moss to talk about undergraduate awards.
As Director of Undergraduate Studies, okay, a little bit of business there. That is definitely part of being the Director of Undergraduate Studies. It's an unexpected business to transact. As Director of Undergraduate Studies, I work with music majors in several ways. I help students declare the major and find an appropriate music major advisor on the faculty. Sometimes I'm that advisor. Throughout their time as majors, I'm available for consultation. I'm responsible for knowing the department and college policies that apply to their years as music majors, or knowing how to find those policies if I don't already know them. And each spring, I guide the department faculty in determining several department awards that we give to graduating students. Today I will announce those awards. Also, as an UP, I have many random administrative tasks which I won't bore you with. Before announcing the music department awards, though, I want to mention some other awards and accomplishments of our graduating students. And I will read these and then I'll ask the students that I just named to rise together to be recognized. So, Casey Bloome has published several albums of original music and is the author of an upcoming fantasy novel. I think it'll be okay if you wait and all rise at the same time. but congratulations. Hunter Anderson Colson was a Miller Arts Scholar, and I should say what the Miller Arts Scholar program is because I'm sure there are people here who don't know. It's a program for 3rd and 4th year students by application and admission. It's competitive. It's for students in all the different arts fields at UVA, and it brings those students together for seminars together and other activities, and it also provides some funding to support their art activities. It's a really wonderful thing that we have here. So Hunter was a Miller Arts Scholar. His compositions were performed at the 2025 UVA Undergraduate Composers Concert and on the 2025 Digitalis Concert. And I want to say something about the Undergraduate Composers Concert as well, because that's something that has never happened here, at least since 1990 when I started. And it was a really beautiful, longish concert of compositions by undergraduate students, performed in many cases by our artist faculty. It was a really lovely and gratifying thing, and I think we're all very grateful to Leah Reed on our faculty for arranging that this year. He received a composition recording grant and an award from the Student Arts Fund. He participated in the UVA Catalyst program, and during his 4th year, he has been a resident on the lawn. So. Recognizing people one by one. So, whatever I say. Bailey Dzema had a composition performed on the Digitalis concert. She won the Gosnell Prize for the best essay from the 1st year writing program, and she's a member of Phi Beta Kappa. And I don't know who's here today, but okay. Hannah Martin was named a 2024-25 Evan Dennison Memorial Marcher. She was in the band service group Tau Beta Sigma and received the TBS Rose Award this year. Let's try to wait. So, David Alberto Peterson is a University Achievement Award Scholar, and he also wants you to know that he ran with Jim. Jack Siegel completed an honors thesis in political philosophy, policy, and law entitled Confronting Constituencies, the Epistemic Duties of the Political Representative. He received the Leonard D. Schaefer Fellowship in Government Service and the Wednesday Music Club Student Scholarship. He won the 2024-25 Student Concerto competition and performed as a soloist with the Charlottesville Symphony Orchestra. And as president of the newly founded Civil Discourse Initiative, he won the Notable New Contracted Independent Organization Award. Helen Elizabeth Teti was a Miller Arts Scholar and completed a distinguished major project in art history. The Eccles program awarded her the Ingracia Family Research Award. She received an award from the Honor Committee for her work as a student support officer. While at UVA, she's been a Jefferson Scholar. Julia Totten was a Miller Arts Scholar and is the American Chemical Society Outstanding Senior Organic Chemistry Student. And you wouldn't necessarily assume that that also means playing flute very beautifully, but in this case. And Amanda Yo was a Miller Arts Scholar. She received the Paul Berenger Dean's Scholarship, the Corton M. and Leigh Johnson Dean's Scholarship, and the Carolyn and John Williams Street Alumni Scholarship. So could everyone that I've just mentioned please rise? Thanks. It's really a joy to share information about our multi-talented students. Congratulations, all of you. I will announce the music awards now. After announcing all the awards, I will invite all recipients to stand for us to acknowledge them. We'll see. Many of our students are double majors, and some award recipients are not at today's ceremony because of other events. Some of these may join us later at our reception. Please congratulate them if you see them. The music department gives departmental recognition awards at graduation for outstanding recent achievements of majors and sometimes non-majors during their final year. This year, departmental recognition goes to Alex Burijon for their vision for the exhibition work of electronic music in Africa, Hunter Anderson Colson for excellent work in music history, Bailey Dzema for outstanding work, thoughtful engagement, and notable creativity in introduction to music and computers, Jack Bieland Haddad for excellent Singeli-style production work for an exhibition in electronic music in Africa, Andy Heil for his contributions as section leader in the UVA University Singers, Yena Rona Lee for work researching and developing sensory-friendly music performances. This is for various levels of ability, and she was working particularly with regard to autistic listeners. Isabelle Marsh for her commitment and excellent contributions in the Charlottesville Symphony at UVA. Elizabeth Olmsted for consistently original multimedia creative project work in curating sound and in electronic music in Africa. Lynn Park for commitment and excellent contributions during 8 semesters in the Charlottesville Symphony at UVA. David Alberto Peterson for an outstanding paper in musicology. Patrick Realyvasquez for outstanding work in music history. Hannah Slade Russell for her commitment and excellent contributions during 8 semesters in the Charlottesville Symphony at UVA, and for outstanding work in music history. Jack Siegel for his contributions as section leader in the UVA University Singers. Alexander Sa for excellent work in music theory 2, and for his outstanding artistic contributions to 3 distinguished major recitals this spring. Helen Elizabeth Teti for outstanding public scholarship and arts community engagement. Adam Thompson for his dedication and excellent contributions in the UVA University Singers. Julia Nancy Totten for her commitment and excellent contributions during 8 semesters in the Charlottesville Symphony at UVA, and for her dedication to scholarship. Ellen Woodard for her contributions as section leader in the UVA University Singers. Mags Warden for her contributions as section leader in the UVA University Singers. And Amanda Unjin Yo for her commitment and excellent contributions during 8 semesters in the Charlottesville Symphony at UVA, and for outstanding work in music history. And I will move on now to the distinguished majors. Majors are eligible to apply for our Distinguished Majors program, in which 4th-year students prepare a major project, such as a recital, composition, or thesis essay. Faculty evaluate the completed projects and, if they're of excellent quality, may recommend that students graduate with distinction in music. This year, 3 of our majors are graduating with high distinction. Hunter Colson for excellent work in composition, and his thesis piece was performed on the recital of compositions by undergraduates, as well as another piece of his. Julia Totten for an ambitious flute recital and superb program notes. And Amanda Unjin Yo for an excellent flute recital. 5 are graduating with highest distinction. Andy Heil and Ellen Woodard collaborated on an extraordinary project that included conducting, composition, and the planning and execution of an astonishing choral concert. And that was a combination of activities that we've never seen before. It was unprecedented, and it was kind of miraculous, actually. Jack Siegel gave a demanding vocal recital covering many different musical styles. His confidence and dramatic presence were compelling. Alexander Sa gave a concert of some of the most difficult music in the piano repertory with assurance and verve. His assurance was demonstrated when the lights in the concert hall failed during one of the pieces. He continued playing in the dark. The Brander Wyatt Morrison Prize is the department's most broadly defined award for undergraduates, recognizing outstanding overall achievement at the end of a student's undergraduate years. This year, 13 students received the Morrison Prize. Hunter Anderson Colson, Bailey Dzema, Andy Heil, David Alberto Peterson, Patrick Realyvasquez, Hannah Slade Russell, Jack Siegel, Alex Sa, Helen Elizabeth Teti, Julia Nancy Totten, Ellen Woodard, Mags Warden, Amanda and Jean Yo. And now I'd like to invite everyone who's just been named to rise to be recognized. Strongest classes that we've ever seen graduating together here at UVA, so congratulations. The really big prizes, of course, are a degree from UVA and a completed major in music. All of our majors have worked hard over the last few years and achieved wonderful things. As I've mentioned, I've interacted with all of them as director of undergraduate programs. I've also worked with many of them as a teacher. This is an extraordinary group. I hope it has been clear to all of you throughout your time at UVA how much we appreciate and admire you. To say farewell to this group of majors, I want to share a poem, Blessing the Boats, by the great poet Lucille Clifton. May the tide that is entering even now the lip of our understanding carry you out beyond the face of fear. May you kiss the wind, then turn from it, certain that it will love your back. May you open your eyes to water, water waving forever, and may you, in your innocence, sail through this to that. Congratulations. We'll hear now from Colli. No? Oh. She's on the program, but she's not going to stand up and speak.
A shocking turn of events. What Colli Sulik, Professor Sulik, and Professor Ijan Fang are going to do is hand out diplomas to each of you as I call your name. We haven't rehearsed this, so bear with us. You're going to see behind us. Break the fourth wall. So we'll call your name and just come up here, stand here, and on the platform. Okay. For photo op. Okay. For photo op. So please come stand there, and then folks will give you. Benjamin Barnes. As much as they kept him from going to class, Ben is especially grateful for the opportunities he's had to begin learning skills like music production, singing, arranging, music, and the cello, and hopes to continue for the rest of his life. Be brave. Belfield. Owen was deeply involved with the jazz department during his time studying music at UVA. In his first semester, he took what would become his favorite course in the department, jazz improv, which kickstarted his love for music, jazz, and improvisation. He formed connections with jazz faculty members, including John Dirk, Nicole Mitchell, Jovia Armstrong, as well as his jazz piano instructor, Calvin Brown. Casey Bloome. Casey loved the variety of UVA's music program, from ecoacoustics, a class that paired well with her other major, environmental science, to performing a cappella live looping at Digitalis. Through it all, Casey continued composing and publishing electronic music as Gizmo. Is that right? He participated in 2 semesters of University Singers, earning a departmental recognition for their work that included a solo in Grace Church in New York City during the group's Blue Ridge to the Big Apple tour. After graduation, Casey will again go on tour with You Singers, this time for the Ballad of the Baltics International Tour. Alex Burijon is arriving late to the ceremony. We'll get back. Hunter Anderson Colson. By the way, we go back and forth between first person and third person here, so don't be alarmed. Hunter. My compositional journey at UVA began with Professor Rouse's symphonic listening and orchestration courses and culminated with my distinguished major project, Quartet in A minor, with Professors Reed and Bertner. Along the way, my growth has also been supported by Professors Armstrong, Carson, DeVoe, Gordon, Jospe, Copeland, Lindgren, Mitchell-Gant, and Sloan, as well as the Miller's Arts Scholars Program. I also thank the student and faculty performers for bringing my work to life, as well as Radio Music Society, student game developers, and particularly my Composition 1 and 2 classmates for their vital community support. I hope to continue composing in the future. Dzema. Bailey joined the music department last year as a third-year transfer student after being involved in music her whole life. Over her time at UVA, she has continued to perform with the department while taking a wide variety of music classes. Next year, she's excited to continue at UVA as a linguistics graduate student. Zohar Haddad. During the past 4 years, I've grown as a musician in every way. My ears and eyes are sharper, and I think about music in ways I couldn't before. My friends and professors have introduced me to pieces I listen to regularly now. I'm proud of the music I've written and written about. Haddad. Jack Haddad. My experience with the music department has been wonderful. I've explored and grown in so many different areas here, from singing and jazz improvisation, to composing soundscapes and ecoacoustics, to creating and presenting an exhibit in electronic music in Africa. The experiences I've gained from the department have allowed me to flourish as a student and as a musician. After graduation, I plan on continuing to compose and produce music and to share my talents with those around me. Andy Heil. I've been a member of the University and Chamber Singers, singing on tour, and even for the Washington Nationals. I've thoroughly enjoyed classes with professors Carl Miller and Jovia Armstrong. I studied conducting with Michael Sloan and composition with Leah Reed, who advised my DMP project focused on both conducting and composition of choral music, which I worked on with Elle Woodard. In my 4 years here, and thanks in part to Professor Reed's composition class, I completed my 4th original album called Lost, which was just released in stores today. Looking ahead, I'm considering conducting programs abroad as well as composition and production. Congratulations. With 4 other trumpet players, so clearly music has been an important part of her time at UVA. She's forever grateful to her advisor, Matthew Bertner, who let her join Ecoacoustics as a first year and helped guide her distinguished major program about migratory birds. She also thanks the Cavalier Marching Band's directors for running the organization that has been her home for 4 years. After graduation, she'll be on Martha's Vineyard until mid-October doing ecological surveys, and she will hopefully pursue a master's in ecology or conservation. She hopes to use music to better communicate science to the public. Aryan Medam. Aryan's time in the department was spent honing compositional and performance skills, as well as exploring more experimental and electronic techniques. He played piano and electric bass in jazz classes at university and wrote many original scores for student films. Aryan is excited to continue improvising and building out his compositional toolbox. Olmsted. During her time at UVA, Elizabeth has taken an assortment of classes within the music department and particularly enjoyed studying 19th century music history and growing in her skills and appreciation for music production and composition. She's also enjoyed taking classes this past year with Professor Noel Lobley, which has led her to have a greater understanding of the variety of topics and influences within ethnomusicology and sound studies. Finally, she would like to thank her instructors and peers who have impacted her time and experience within the department. David. David Alberto Peterson. I've always been interested in different instruments. Growing up, I played the violin, viola, cello, the alto and tenor saxophones, recorder, and the Native American wind flute. In college, my interest in the music major was not instrumental, but it instead started by making music with computers, taking classes such as technosonics and composition. There is something really special about taking interesting classes at Old Capel and walking out onto the lawn and then taking a moment to think about what you're learning in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Charlottesville, UVA, and the music department have become home. I'm going to miss it. Wahoo. Lynn Park. Lynn Park has enjoyed being a cellist in the Charlottesville Symphony for the past 3 years and performing in the Altair Quartet for the past 2 years. She's also enjoyed playing non-classical music in Professor Mitchell's Creative Music Ensemble. She will be attending the University of Maryland School of Dentistry this upcoming fall. Congratulations. Realyvasquez. Patrick's time in the music program was the highlight of his UVA experience. He discovered a love for jazz through small ensemble performances and guitar lessons with Mike Rosensky. Courses with professors Marsh, Gordon, and Coffey sparked his interest in how music influences human psychology, which he explored in his senior thesis on music and pain perception. He plans to pursue a Ph.D. in neuroscience to research and teach music psychology in higher education. Patrick is especially grateful to his fellow music majors for creating the very chill and welcoming community that made the department feel like home. Siegel. I loved being a part of UVA's vibrant body of musicians in and out of class. The performance concentration, the university singers, the academical village people, my band, and my brave and talented DMP ensemble are among them. Special thanks to my family, Michael Sloan, Pam Beasley, Karen Dalton, Daniel Sender, and everyone who taught me their unique perspectives on our practice. After graduation, I'll go to Richmond, where I'll work in public policy and continue singing. Music will always be in my heart because of this community. Alexander Sub. When Alex first came to UVA, he didn't think he would pursue music at all, so it's incredible that it became one of the most important parts of his life at UVA. From founding a mixed-winged sextet with Amanda Yo, to performing a distinguished major recital, accompanying students at countless recitals, and competing in Nevada, he is forever grateful for the memories the UVA music community will leave him with as he moves on. After graduation, he will be doing software development at Epic Systems and hopes to continue his passion for music for the rest of his life. Sylvester. Noah was honored to be a music major. He will forever cherish the people he met and the memories he made while being part of the department. While he's not planning on continuing music professionally, he hopes to participate in music ensembles on the side. Thompson. I've had an incredible time with the music department here in UVA. While I usually spent most of my time at Old Capitol Hall, there were some classes taught in different places like Wilson and Clark. I had a wide range of topics discussed in these classes, from composition to history to performance. There are several people, whether they're students or professors, that I wish to remember as I make my next move. Throughout all the classes, I've learned about the tremendous impact that music has on people, and I'll never forget that. Congratulations. Nancy Totten. I have loved my experience as a music major. Spending 3 years in the Charlottesville Symphony Orchestra was one of the highlights of college for me. Having the privilege of performing a distinguished major recital on the old Cabell Hall stage was an incredible culmination of my musical endeavors at UVA. After graduation, I plan to take a gap year before attending medical school, but I will continue playing flute and will keep music a part of my life. Studying piano for the past 16 years now, and has been participating in the chamber music ensemble for the past 3 years. Her most memorable experience in the UVA music department was the trip to Hungary, spent with beloved friends and professors, and she is so grateful for the people she's met over the past years. After graduation, she will be working as a technical consultant at Groundswell, but will continue playing piano long into the future. Michael Sloan, who taught me not just to conduct, but to lead with clarity and care. Thank you to Leah Reed, my generous composition mentor, for encouraging me to explore my voice. I'm thankful to Andy Heil and the DMP Ensemble for bringing our overly ambitious recital to life. And to the university singers, the Cavalier Marching Band, and faculty who shaped me, Elizabeth Osmond, Professor Moss, Brenda Patterson. This summer, I'll intern in music education at Strathmore in Bethesda, Maryland, before teaching preschool music. Most of all, thank you to my parents. Mags Warden. As a music major, I've been a proud member of the University Singers, Chamber Singers, and the Mobile Interactive Computer Ensemble. I created a sonification called Star Song and a collection of original songs titled Growing Up Mags, both of which are large-scale projects that I plan to continue refining in the future. I would like to extend special thanks to Professors Leah Reed and Matthew Bergner for their musical and personal support. I would not be the person I am today without either of them. Next year, I'll be attending Peabody Institute to pursue a master's in computer music. I'm excited to see where this next chapter takes me. Amanda Yo. Amanda is incredibly grateful for her time at UVA. With amazing guidance from Dr. Sulik, fun flute adventures, exciting orchestra concerts, lively chamber practices, and a DMP recital, there has never been a dull moment. Following graduation, she will apply to medical school to pursue a career as a physician, but plans to continue engaging with music in every way possible. Burijon. professors, staff, peers, and friends who've welcomed them into exciting, diverse projects over the last 4 years. Within the department, Alex has been in a few ensembles and collaborative courses, including the University and Chamber Singers, Michael Slahn, Jazz Improv with John Dirth on electric bass, Group Pop Voice class with Stephanie Nikassian, Orchestration with Professor Ben Rouse, Electronic Music in Africa with Noel Lobley, and nearest and dearest to her heart, 4 courses with Dr. A.D. Carson. They've taken voice lessons with Professor William Ferguson since fall 2023, singing on an advanced level since spring 24 on a partial scholarship. Congratulations. Okay, we got it.
Hi everyone, my name is Holly. I didn't submit anything because I didn't think I would be here in time. But I'm a singer-songwriter and I worked in the Sound Justice Lab. Thank you.
Helen, Elizabeth, Teti. All right. That concludes the award of diplomas. We'll hear now, shortly, some post-ceremony music from our faculty members, Bonnie Gordon and John Dirth. Thank you, Bonnie and John. Thank you, faculty. Thank you, music department staff, very much. Thank you, Elliot Tackett, and the directors of band for welcoming us into this space. Thank you, dear guests, for everything you've done over the years to support these fine people, body and soul. I hope everyone will stick around for pictures, which we beg of you to stick around for these pictures, conversation and light refreshment. So finally, congratulations and thank you, and make some noise for class of 2025.